Do, 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 do. What do we want? Little Face, Dark Mystery. What is that? Belgian Strong, Spruce Tip IPA, Barley Wine, Viking Harvest Ale, Oyster Goza. Let's move this IPA out of the way. Imperial Stout. We'll save that for a good time. Ed Kolsch, Dry Hop Saison, American Pale. Let's go with the Pale Ale. Hey everybody, long time no see. I've been meaning to put up a Homebrew Wednesday for a little while. I shot a dozen of them. Just haven't gotten around to doing any kind of edits or uploads. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a channel rebranding here. So, wow, super clear beer. So Homebrew Wednesday to come later. Stay tuned. Tonight, we're drinking homebrew. This beer comes from Little Face Brewing. This is the American Pale Ale. SJ's notes said this was his third beer that he brewed on his new system, his new all-electric system in the woodshed that's now the brew house over there at Little Face. He said that this is a nice, easy drinking little pale, and this is where he learned about diacetyl rest on the fermentation side. And I think he said this is where he learned about it because he didn't do it, I think is what he said. So 6.9% ABV, 79.2 IBU, 4.6 SRM. It's a Marvel blend. Marvel blend is the hops that he grows at his house of Cascade, Centennial, and Amarillo. So there we are. Get some better light. There we go. And this is the only bottle he sent me. He is a canning machine now. Or he has a canning machine. And he is a canning machine. So, cool. Awesome. Very, very thin, light color in the glass. And I'm moving, folks. So, my glassware is limited. We're drinking out of a ball mason jar tonight. And very, very light, clear, almost got like an apple juice color consistency on that. Very light. I had already cracked the bottle. There was just loads of electrical tape. Not that I'm not guilty of that at some point in my homebrewing career. I'm guilty of it every time. Loads of electrical tape. So I just forced it off with the bottle opener, ripped through some tape, and by the time I got to the camera, we don't have any head, but there is some lacing on the glass, so that's nice. So I'm going to dig into the nose. I'm a little out of practice with homebrew stuff on video. I am not, this is not a review by any means. I promised my good friend SJ I would give him feedback on every beer he sent me. Sweet, lightly bready, and almost like an apple thing going on there. So I'm going to dig in. Cheers. Yeah, the straight off, I know it's a pale ale. It's not an IPA. I feel like I'm picking up in the hop character. I don't know if he said in the email how old this beer is. It might be a little long on the tooth at this point, but this feels very much like this is the Marvel blend. He's using whole hops. These are estimated Beersmith IBUs based on whole hops, although it's likely less, just with the whole cone hops and the calculations on Beersmith, and I don't think that that's probably terribly accurate unless you're using pellets. So the IBUs may be sitting a little high on the label for what it actually is. That combined with a little age, so it's pretty muted in terms of bitterness. It's more of a sweet beer at this point. Carbonation is nice. So SJ's notes, and I'm trying not to have him influence me too much, but he was wondering if I could pick up on the fact that he hadn't learned about a fermentation diacetyl rest. I don't know if one of the characteristics of not doing that properly is what's carrying through the nose to the palate. It just kind of feels like a very light hint of kind of like a dry apple kind of thing coming through here. Yeah, lightly bready, crisp, nice carbonation, very lightly hopped. It's pretty. It's I don't want to overemphasize sweet, but it is a pretty sweet beer. As in, it's got a sweetness to it. SJ, I think I am picking up on what you're talking about, and if you hadn't said anything specifically in your email to me, I may not be able to pinpoint it. But I would have definitely still picked up this flavor that I'm getting. Yeah, best I can describe is just a lightly sweet, bready, kind of an apple thing. Dry finish. I'm a little dehydrated today, but also dry finish. I like it. SJ, that's probably the clearest beer you've ever sent me, for one. Yeah, I'd say that's one of the clearest, one of the crispest and cleanest beers you've sent me. Ever since you've been doing the brewery build out, I've been wanting to try your new brew house beers, and so this was very fun for me. So thank you for sending me an overwhelming amount of homebrew. I will be digging into those over the next 4 or 5 days. I've got some time off for Christmas, so as hopefully you all do. So cheers, SJ. I'm going to move on, to the next one. Once again, this is the American Pale Ale of no name. I think we need a name. But yeah, from Little Face Brewing. Thanks so much, buddy. Cheers.